Hello, Saints. And just sitting out on the deck or balcony, just enjoying the beautiful evening here in Kenya. I tell you, it's very freeing and relaxing when you're here. The pressures of life seem to just disappear. I'm just enjoying the Kenyan people, and I'm seeing African people in general are some of the most wonderful people. Makes me think a lot about my maternal grandmother, the way they cook, the hospitality they show. Even though, as Black Americans, most of us do not know the history of our people, where they come from on the continent, but I see so many similarities between the way the women cook and greet each other here. And obviously, our people are definitely direct descendants from the people here on the continent of Africa. And remember, back in years before colonization, there was no countries, there was no Nigeria, there was no Ivory Coast. It was just the continent of Africa. And people migrated all across the continent, from east to west, north to south. There were no boundaries, there were no visa requirement, there were no passports. So the history of our people have not truly been told or understood. But when you visit the continent, you definitely feel a revival within you, particularly when you get out into the local communities and interact with local average Kenyans or Africans, depending on what country you visit. Most time I see YouTube videos, they're showing the resorts, the fancy hotels, the restaurants. Look, we have fancy hotels, restaurants, pools, resorts in America. Uh, don't do yourself an injustice by coming here and not experiencing the Kenyan culture or the African culture, whatever country you're in. It's so beautiful, so peaceful, so relaxing. You know, being poor in America and being poor in Kenya, that's where I'm at, it's different. You can still survive fairly okay if you're poor here. There's abundance of food everywhere. You don't have to go to the grocery stores. There are food stalls everywhere. People growing corn right out in their front yards. Everyone has a little shamba, which is a garden. My mother also had a garden. Her mother had gardens. She raised domestic animals. So I really see so much resemblance between my family, particularly on my mother's side, and the people here in Africa. It's very refreshing. People are happy. People are content, and particularly the people from the village areas. Now, it's just like in America, when you leave what we call the country and you go to the cities, it changes you. But people have good, what we call back home, country values. When you're in the village, people are different. They act different, they talk different, they treat each other differently. The cities and the pursuit of money changes people. So if you've been chasing dreams and wealth and all that, and you still, at the end of the day, you come up empty, you find yourself longing for what's really important in life, that is authentic relationships. So I encourage you, if you visit other countries, if you visit Kenya, get out and meet average Kenyans. The city dwellers are very different from the people who live in the villages. In most cases, the people who live in the cities, they were born and raised there. They know nothing about the village life, nothing about the village customs. So you would do yourself a great service if you were to venture out, meet some local Kenyans, go into the villages, befriend people. They're very warm and welcoming people. I've been well received by our village in Salai, sat in their homes, ate dinner with them, fellowship with them. So I think you'll really do well when you come to visit Kenya. Reach out to me if you want to get some of the authentic Kenyan experience. I love to show you around. Ciao.